Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we from Group 3 will explain about the result of our journal review. There are two journals that we take. The first one is analysis of consumer behavior in buying instant noodle, case studies in the Bogor city area. And the second is the effect of brand equity on repurchase intention, the role of brand relationship quality in Muslim wear brand Surabaya, Indonesia. And next, the members of our group are Hendra, Salsabila Sukmoyoni, Alif Nurfitriani, and Tavia. Next. This research come up with an introduction about how COVID affect people on food shopping, whether it's raw or ready. So the data from BPS on how sales of food and beverage is rising high. So the introduction has a good explanation about how people buy food and beverage in a pandemic situation, especially instant noodles. Next.
In literature review, this research uses literature reviews based on 5 different journals to explain consumer behavior. Those journals explained consumer behavior well because it explained how the consumer acts as a consumer to buy instant noodles. The first literature, which is important because it identifies the concept of consumer behavior based on literature and collaborates it with the activity of consumers when buying the instant noodles. It explained that consumer behavior is important because we can know how the company can fulfill the consumers' needs and desires. The second literature review is explaining about what is the consumer's preference. From the literature, we can know how consumer preference affects how satisfied the consumer after buying instant noodles. It explained that there are a lot of aspects that concern consumer preference, and it explained how it affects people buying instant noodles. Next.
Okay, then the next is research methodology. This research method uses a survey method to as many as 225 consumers in the city of Bogor using the Google Form survey media. Furthermore, an analysis of the survey result was carried out using a fishbone attitude and behavior analysis model that measure consumer confidence in product attributes and evaluation for each brand studied. This study also involves a subjective norm model, namely external parties that influence consumer decision in buying products. The attribute of this study include the attribute of trust and evaluation variable, many flavor variants, high nutritional content, affordable price, practical, attractive packaging, halal, large portion, ease of obtaining product, and purchase promotion, as well as normative beliefs and motivation variable include family, friends, and etc., and promotional media.
Okay, the next one is result and discussion. From the result of the discussion, the reasons why consumers choose an instant noodle brand are the most important, the number of variations in the taste of the noodles, then the ease of obtaining halal products, and the last is fast or practical in serving, while the promotional attributes are considered less important. In this case, Indomie won the hearts of respondents because it is considered to have many flavors, ranging from traditional ones to foreign flavors that have never been tried before. In addition, the distribution of Indomie products has also been very good because the products can be distributed to remote parts of the country and even exported to various countries. However, there is a low rating given by respondents to Indomie products, namely Indofood as the market leader of Indomie rarely Indomie gifts, sales promotion gifts like competing brands, and also the price of Indomie is considered more expensive than the price of competing brands. Furthermore, pop me is ranked second because it is considered very practical in its presentation. Meanwhile, the Mi Sedap are still below the Indomie and pop me ratings from all the aspects mentioned above. Therefore, one way to compete with Indomie is to promote products through endorsement on social media or advertising promotion on TV. Of the three brands analyzed, consumer behavior for the above brands is good or positive, but consumer attitudes tend to make purchases towards Indomie are larger.
In conclusion and suggestion, so the result of research on the analysis of consumer attitudes and behavior towards instant noodle products in Bogor City area has three important points. They explain that people purchase instant noodles because of the number of flavor variations, ease of obtaining, product halalness, fast, contains vitamins or nutrients, attractive packaging, large portions, economical price, and gift giving in sales. Customer attitude in instant noodles towards some Indonesian brands is good. Consumer behavior towards some Indonesian brands is also positive. Next. And we suggest that the research should compare instant noodles brand with emphasizing higher weight on variation of flavor, the ease obtaining instant noodle compared to the lower weight among those attributes. The marketing strategy to make consumer trust in the brand should make the product's variants stay updated and make the gift giving in sales more. Next.
Okay, the next one is research strength. Uh, there are three research strength. The first one is the research was carried out in detail, which discussed case study in the city of Bogor. And second is the research topic is interesting because it discuss something very actual. It's COVID-19. And third is the study also includes several suggestion that can be applied to make instant noodle marketing strategy better and other. Next. And the weakness is because the research was carried out during the COVID-19 pandemic and the Bogor has PSBB, so data can only be collected through Google Form and other online platform. And the data collected used in convenience sampling, so that it is not good at conveying the data. Next.
Okay, the last is future research. Reviewers project that research on consumer behavior and its relation to instant noodle product will continue to be developed in the future. Currently, there have been many studies on this topic, and this is based on the fact that instant noodle are products that are familiar to the public and have even become substitutes for staple foods. So there is a high possibility that research on this topic can still be developed in the future.
Okay, the next journal that we review is the effects of brand equity on repurchase intention, the role of brand relationship quality in Muslim wear brand Surabaya, Indonesia. The introduction, Islam is the religion with the most population in Indonesia. This makes the Muslim clothing business over a potential market because the need for Muslim clothes and headscarves continues to grow from time to time. In East Java itself, the Muslim population is very large. There are 2.5 million of whom are residents of Surabaya. Brand equity affects consumers' repurchase intentions. It consists of three indicators, namely brand awareness, brand image, and perceived quality. A good brand will make consumers believe in the quality of a brand. Brand satisfaction, brand trust, and brand commitment as indicators of brand relationships quality have an important role in the relationships between consumers and brands. Brand relationships quality can be defined as consumers' overall assessment of the strength of the relationship with the brand, thus studying whether brand equity and brand relationship quality influence repurchase intention is attractive to using a Muslim clothing business.
Okay, literature review. The current study focus its analysis on two factors, namely brand equity and brand relationship quality. And because of that, the company would like to keep the relationship with all consumers and try to increase their repurchase intention. Next. Okay, brand equity is building a strong brand has been the marketing priority for many companies because it encourages a company to create an identity in the market while becoming the main source of competitive advantage. And brand relationship quality is a strong competition which exists nowadays has made company to create a stronger relationship with customer. Next.
Okay, the next is research methodology. Research data collection is done by giving questionnaire to 134 customer in the minimum criteria of making two purchases in the last 6 months. A path analysis regression model was used to test the relationship between variables. The independent variable in this study include brand equity, brand awareness, brand image, brand relationship quality, brand trust, brand satisfaction, brand commitment, and product quality. While the dependent variable is repurchase intention with indicators of repurchase intention and probability of repurchasing.
So in the result and discussion, this paper has resulted from 134 respondents producing a table of variable constructs and their reliability. It shows that brand equity is scoring 0.8 in reliability, then the brand relationship quality has a score of 0.7 in reliability, and also the repurchase intention has a score of 0.7 in reliability. After doing two kinds of research models, it has resulted that brand acuity has a significant effect on brand relationship quality, which when the brand equity is increasing, the brand relationship quality will increase as well. Then the second model shows that brand equity has a positive and significant effect on repurchase intention. Those two models have a result that brand relationship quality has proven to have an intervening effect on the relationship between brand equity and repurchase intention. The discussion has a deep explanation about the result that they have after the research. It explained that a strong brand will enable customers to remember the brand, and the customer will start trusting and committing to the brand if they have a good experience. Next. So the conclusion and suggestion. This paper has interesting findings. It explained a structured relationship or repurchase intention with brand equity and brand relationship quality. From the result, the brand awareness is still lacking and needs improvement regarding brand awareness between company and consumers. After that, the brand has a shortage in forming brand trust because the value of brand trust is 3.666, which is the smallest average value of brand relationship quality variable. So the company should keep the model of products updated and increase the number of fields for sales. The company shall acknowledge the customer's feelings, seek a shared goal in resolving the problem, and work hard for a win-win outcome. Next. The research strengths. The research show the structured relationship of repurchase intention with brand equity and brand relationship of repurchase intention with brand equity and brand relationship. So this research can be easily understood by the reader. And the weakness, the study in this research does not show any specific brand. So this study is too general to discuss about the brand equity and brand relationship quality. Next.
Okay, the last one is regarding the relationship between brand equity and the level of repurchase may be developed and studied more deeply in the future. The increasing number of new industries and competition in the Muslim fashion world will make business people compete to gain customer loyalty by building brand equity and implementing brand engagement with consumer. Thus, this topic is likely to be developed and adapted to the cases and shift in consumer behavior in the future. Okay, that's all from Group 3. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.